What's going on, everybody? Troll There Goes Some here. As usual, I do put on a more usable, not memey version of all of my walking simulators. This is that video. I'm just going to kind of jump into a map, and then while we are playing, I'll kind of go over what some of the differences are. You can see first on the, a delirium here. This should be interesting. On the skill bar, we do have a couple additional buttons. We are going to use Flame Dash just for movement, because you always want to be able to dodge. I do have a Storm Brand on right click, which is what we use to get things going, and then I have a Vol Cold Snap that is ready to go, because we have incorporated that into the build as well. Let's just pop this delirium here and see what happens.
They will find you.
And hopefully I can get through here without dying.
Everything dies.
I did make some changes to the tree, such that the build is a little bit tankier, at the expense of just a little bit of damage. And I say little, it was actually some pretty significant changes that happened to the tree. We'll go over those here in a little bit. There is a Path of Building file in the description that will have all of these changes. It's got a pretty big section for leveling to kind of help you out there, as well as many notes. And like I said, we'll look at that here in a little bit, but this is more or less just a look at what general mapping looks like on this more active version. And I do have some speedier boots on as well now too. This is a juicy map. Proct Hunter and a Delirium Orb. I had a light encounter back there. Almost died right there. Got stunned. I'm not going to make it to the boss before Delirium Meal is over. Mirror is over, but let's just go ahead and go. You can see we're getting a 45% shock on the boss, which is pretty cool. We can pop Ball Cold Snap. This will generate us some frenzy charges while we're attacking the boss. Oh no! Survived. And there we go. So I'm going to loot this map in a minute. We'll be right back, and I'll go over all of the other little details for you. Okay, so as promised, in the description, check it out. There will be a link to this Path of Building. I have an entire section going over leveling, ascendancy order, a bunch of notes on the gear, the skill gems, and the passive tree. I do have just very generic items punched in here as well. And not only do I have a full tree punched up here, but I also have some leveling trees for you, so you know how to go through and progress your way to the final tree. You will see on the tree here we have made a major change. I am no longer going towards the shadow area, which is over here, and went over to the Marauder area instead to pick up more life. We're picking up some blocking, or picking up glancing blows, just to try to mitigate some of the one-shots and help us stay alive a little longer. If we get back to my actual character in game, you can see I have changed over to this tree as well. Again, with with glancing blows, coming over here, getting Whirling Barrier, and grabbing a Mystic Bulwark with our staff, that is enough to get us to 6240 block, which is, I mean, for as little investment as it is not terrible. Our life regen per second is up to over 800, which is basically how we stay alive when we do take damage, is just trying to recoup that damage very quickly. I do have on here allocating vampirism, because I did drop all of the recoup nodes, so that does mean a lot more of the damage from Storm Secret is cutting through and getting to us. This helps get a little bit of it back, but also the recover 3% life on kill just feels very, very good while mapping. I did grab some cluster jewels. I have all the notes in the system about that. But you can see about to ding level 90. We're getting pretty darn good XP per hour for this level. So yeah, the build is still on the squishy side. It is a soft core build, but it does feel much better to play in this format. Oh, we also did drop Golem Commander. The Flame Golem with Golem Commander was about 6% more damage, but I didn't feel it was worth it going all the way over to get that if I wasn't also getting the recoup nodes. So we have dropped down to just 2 golems, and we're just running the stone golem for life regen and the chaos golem for physical damage reduction. One of the other options you have for anointing, if for some reason you have another source of life on kill, or you have a ton of life regen and it doesn't make any difference, you feel like, if you have vampirism or not. Down here you can get inexorable because we are always being hit from the ring. This basically gives you 100% uptime in all your endurance charges, or if you just want to go ham on damage, you can also allocate searing heat. That is also going to be a very good damage boost. So yeah, if you guys check out the POB, if you have any questions, just ask in the comments. If I get a bunch of similar questions, I'll probably throw an FAQ in the description of this video, but otherwise just get that POB and that'll probably walk you through everything that you need to know. I think that's all I'm going to have. This is going to be a pretty short video because most of it is already just typed out. Just go read it. But if you guys, again, we want to make this build, I encourage everyone to do so. It's a very fun build. It's a very easy build, and even with Malachi's Awakening the way it is, get the Prophecy in the Malachi Simula, and it can just make one yourself. It's still a cheap build. You can still get this for pretty cheap. But again, yep, I'm Troll Orgo Some. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.